Hi everybody, this is Em from DIYM, and I just wanted to show you guys a really quick video on how to make lip scrubs with just a few ingredients that are all edible, so you can easily eat this stuff afterwards. If you've never made a lip scrub before, this is a really fun thing to gift to people, but also use in your own self-care routine. And I would say wash everything before you fill it, wash things before you gift it. These guys need to be washed still, but yeah, these are a really fun thing to give to people. The only thing is one of the ingredients is honey. In case you're a vegan or you just don't want to eat anything that comes from an animal, you may not love this particular recipe, but I mean, I'm sure there's other recipes that you can follow, maybe that omit the honey, that you can try as well. I don't know if you can just omit it and just put maybe extra coconut oil or olive oil or some sort of carrier oil or something like that in it. You'd have to do some research on that one, I'm not too sure. But I'm doing a specific one with just a few ingredients, and I'm going to show you the ingredients in just a moment. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you this. This has a few different fun packaging methods, and you can do this for a fun spa day or someone's birthday or whatever you want to do. As I said, you can do it for your own self-care routine. And I'm going to talk about at the end of this different ways of packaging this up. But yeah, I did this with 2 different types of sugar. You can do it with 2 different types of oil if you want to as well. It can be a little bit oily, unfortunately, if you don't like that. I don't know what else to tell you. It's still nice and very nourishing and moisturizing, so that's really good. And that's mainly why the oil's in there. There's like a carrot oil in there, okay? So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that, and on to the video. To make this lip scrub, I'm going to use some cute packaging. So I have this. I'm going to wash these out, but you can get whatever color you'd like. Some different fun colors. You might want to get a few if you want. You can get these online. I got these from Amazon. Seem to have 2 of these yellow ones. Everything else is kind of... This is a lighter blue. I'm going to use kind of like these 3 colors. So I'm going to try to use maybe this peachy color. Okay, so I'll do 4. So I'm going to wash these guys thoroughly and dry them thoroughly in a second. But these are containers. They come right off, but they have this little notch, and this little notch lines up when you put things on. But you can get other containers too. I'll show you another one that you can use. This actually might be a good time to use stuff like this if you get these little pots. Right, I've got these ones that are even smaller, so these ones might be actually really good for this sort of thing too. Again, wash them thoroughly with just soap and water. But yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have something kind of cute for the packaging. But yeah, I might actually keep these out too, because there might be some overflow, because these are very small. So I'm going to wash all these containers out, and then I'm going to make some lip scrub. And then for the ingredients, I have some honey. So I'm gonna do 2 different kinds here, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So I have 2 different bowls of 1 tablespoon each of honey, and then I've got some extra virgin olive oil. So I'm gonna use a lot of tablespoons for things, so I have my tablespoon measurement here. And then I'm gonna use brown sugar. I've gotten rid of the packaging for this because these containers are used for protein powder shake. I like to use this container so that it has an airtight thing. And then there's also this granulated sugar. For the brown sugar, I'll just show you guys real quick. I have this guy keeping my brown sugar nice and soft. I just got this from the dollar store. It's nothing too major, but so I like to get these terracotta pieces that keep the brown sugar from going hardened, so that's a lot softer. So I'm going to use either brown sugar or granulated sugar for the 2 different combinations. But yeah, first I'm going to wash these guys. And these guys too. So I'll probably use these so you can scoop out sugar scrub. So I'll just wash this up. Okay, so this is a pretty easy lip scrub. It's mostly just tablespoons that you're using. Again, I'm going to try to do 2 different kinds. I'm going to do the granulated sugar and brown sugar. So this is just 1 tablespoon of honey, and then 2 tablespoons of whatever sugar you desire. Also, if you don't want to do the olive oil, this is all I had on hand, but you can also do coconut oil if that's always a good carrier oil to use. I'm going to do the white sugar first. 1, 2 tablespoons. All right, and then I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of brown sugar for this one. I got this 1 tablespoon here, and then another tablespoon. So I'm just going to wash this really quickly, just so that I have a clean spoon for doing the olive oil. This is kind of a fun experiment. Which one works best? Okay, so again, you can use coconut oil. Coconut oil actually might be better. Sometimes you can put coconut oil straight on your lips to moisturize it, but yeah, olive oil should work as well. So then it's just 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So it equates to 2 tablespoons of the sugar, and then 1 tablespoon of the honey, 1 tablespoon of the oil. So the wet ingredients end up being 2 tablespoons as well. So it's 2 tablespoons and 2 tablespoons, so it's equal. So you can take that with you if you want to make bigger batches. It's normally equal depending on the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. So I'm gonna get spoons for these guys to mix them around. So the sugar is meant to exfoliate the lips, and the oils and honey are supposed to moisturize. I'm gonna put these little cat spoons I have in here and then just mix this stuff up. So another thing I like to do for my lips every day, if you don't want to constantly make stuff like this all the time, I sometimes will take like a wet toothbrush before I brush my teeth and I'll just slew away the dead skin that way. That trick may not work for everybody. I got that beauty trick a long time ago on City Line. Back in the 90s, I've been doing this. I talked to my makeup artistry teacher about it, and she says that that trick only works for people who don't normally get cold sores on a regular basis, because there's some people that are a little bit more immune to having cold sores on their lips. So I don't know if this is going to be good for them or not. I didn't really look that deeply into it. I'm not sure if the exfoliation would do something to irritate them, but just letting you know, if you're prone to having cold sores, you might want to be careful with exfoliation on the lips. If you didn't already know this, you probably already know that sort of thing. But I just wanted to let you know that it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. Beauty doesn't always work for every single person, right? And that's okay. Everyone has different allergies or skin types or all that sort of stuff, or susceptibilities to things. So you do you and you figure out what works for you. Oh, so the brown sugar is almost like separating from the oil quite a bit. So that's fascinating. Okay, so I'm gonna decide which ones I want for the regular sugar and then which one I want for the brown sugar. I think I'm gonna do the darker ones for the brown sugar and then the lighter ones for the granulated sugar. And then whatever's left over, I'm gonna try to put in here. If I have more left over, then I'll wash up some more of these guys. So I'm just gonna put, because this only fills up a little bit. So this is a cute little thing that you can give somebody in a gift box, gift basket, if you're making a self-care kit for somebody. There's a lot of oil in here, so just maybe drain that out a little bit, and you might want to wipe down the sides. Okay, so then I'm just gonna find, there's the notch there, and then there's the notch right here. So I'm just gonna match that up and then put that on. And if you want to make sure that it's super tight on there, that it won't come off, you can always put a little piece of tape, clear cellophane tape, on there as well. Yeah, this is a really, really fun thing to give in a little gift basket. It probably will eventually go bad, I assume, even though it has honey and stuff in it. It doesn't really say on the website that I was checking out. I would say maybe use it for like a couple months or something, and if it looks like it's going bad, then maybe rinse it out, and then you can use these packages for something else. Here, I'm just gonna pour the oil out a little bit. It's very, very oily and drippy. It's a lot of oil around here, guys. Oil separates quite a bit from the sugar. If you don't want oil everywhere, you might want to put down a surface. I should have definitely done that, but anyways. Oh, see, look at this. Look at all this oil. This is crazy. So I'll put some of these guys in there. I might actually need some more, because this actually makes quite a bit. Oh, look at all this oil coming out of here. Just want to pack it down a bit and then pour some oil out to get the lip. Might use a lot of paper towel for this. Okay, and then this last purple one. What I might do is I'll package these guys up, and whatever's left over I'll probably test out on my own lips and see. I may not film that, but I'll see how nice that is. It's nice because then it'll taste good, right? Because you're using all edible ingredients, and that's nice to do, nourishing, good for the body ingredients that you could consume. So if you ever want to do a cute, simple self-care DIY for a friend, this is a really fun one. Let's package up these guys. Whatever's left over is going in here. So it might get a little oily in the bottom like this. Yeah, if you want to give a little extra to somebody, this might be a nice thing to give someone. Oops, look at all that oil coming out. Yeah, so do a nice rinse down of this mat here, because a lot of the oil can get absorbed easily into it. Gotta keep things clean and wipe things off as much as you can. Okay, so there's the brown sugar one. I'll just do the granulated sugar. I want to do all of it. Whatever is left, I want to try on my own lips and see how that works out. I'm going to try mixing them. So there we go. There's some granulated sugar ones as well. So what you guys can do potentially is, there's so many different ways of packaging this stuff up. So if you want, you can package these up in a tiny little box and pretend that it's baked goods, and then label what it is on the little box, right? It's almost like a little bakery box. That'd be kind of cute. I might just wrap them up in some sort of bag, like I've been doing, like the hollow bags or something. But yeah, you can always package it up with these guys. So you could put these in a little package. You can put a little bag topper on them, or give maybe one of each to somebody, or just give one to somebody. somebody. It really depends on how you want to package this up. You might want to even saran wrap these or something, just because they might leak because of the oil, or maybe even shrink wrap, or as I said, you can put a little bit of tape on them just to make sure that they don't open up when you're packaging them up and sending them or giving them to somebody, depending. Either way, if it moves around, it might open. You don't know, it might get everywhere. So it's good to package these up in some way, shape, or form. What you could do if you don't want to ruin the packaging of this one, but you want to label them, you could probably put the label underneath if you decide to do this specific packaging. For these guys, you could put the labeling either here, you could do clear or white, whatever kind of labeling you want. You can handwrite it, or you can do a little circle label on top. There's so much you can do there. Okay, so I cut down these. This is similar to the video I did with the macaroon soaps. So they're kind of similar in size, but not fully. They're a little bit bigger. I had to adjust to the size of these. So what I'm taking is a shrink wrap bag, and I'm just putting these in here. I'm gonna get my trusty heat tool here. I got this embossing heat tool a while ago at my art store. If I can find something similar, I'll link that down below. I don't know if I've seen this for a while. Last time I used this on a video, I think something happened where I couldn't find it. So I'm going to try to see what I can find in the description. So I'm just gonna plug this guy in. So what I could have done, I guess, is made this part a little bit shorter. I might actually end up doing that because I don't really love how that looks. I want to cut off the edges here a little bit. Alright, let's see if that works. I'll see if I can find these and link these down below, these little shrink wrap bags. So now I'm just going to hit him with a little bit of heat. Okay. Shrinks up a little bit. Okay, perfect. I don't want to go too long. I'm not gonna speed that up or anything. That was my real time. There's a little bit of bubbles here, so I'm just gonna smooth this out a little bit. Just keep this up slightly more, but I don't want to go too long. Okay, so I got that. Again, you can tell it's shrink wrapped a little bit, right? Because it's a little bit warped. And then I'm just gonna put this guy on the bottom. Got this macaron sugar scrub thing. I printed this up with my printer that I have. You can always put it on top too if you wanted to, but I kind of like putting it on the back side so people can flip it over and see what this actually is. All right, and there you go. There's the shrink wrapping method if you wanted to do that with your packaging as well. I think I'm going to do a similar method with this, but I'm not going to make them pretty like I did here. I'm just going to see if I can just get the shrink wrap and wrap it around that. There we go. I'm just going to stick this. So yeah, I basically just packaged up like that. So this one's just the macaron sugar lip scrub, and it says brown sugar or granulated sugar, honey, and olive oil. So it really depends on what it is. If you want to separate them and just do brown sugar only or the granulated sugar only, it's basically the same ingredients, but you just omit that. But I just wanted to pair everything with one of each for the ingredients. Okay, so anyways, this is not my favorite method here for this one, but it does a trick. But you can also have it by itself, maybe tape down the sides, and you can also put a smaller label or something on it. You can also put a label on the side, and you can also put labels on the bottom of these guys if you want, but that's just one method, so I just wanted to show you guys that. I almost forgot. So another thing you could do is you could tape this to maybe the sides of this kind of packaging, maybe one of each, so that there's a scoop for either one of these. These are scoops, wash them beforehand, and then you can tape them right in the middle. Just figured that would be kind of nice. You can even put it down, tape it to the sides of the packaging here, and just shrink wrap it as well. So lots of stuff you can do there. But what I'm going to do now is try these guys out. You can basically just take a little tiny bit with your finger if you want to, or you can use this. I'm just going to use my finger just because this is the leftovers, and then you just put it directly on your lips. I'm going to try it on my lips just to see how well that does. Oh, tastes really good. So I did the brown sugar first. That's good. You can also make lip masks, I think. You can leave those on for like 10-15 minutes or something like that. The nice thing about this is you feel like a difference instantly. Oh yeah, my lips feel very moisturized already. I'll try to wipe this off my lips and see if I can do this one. My lips aren't going to be very rough though for this one. It's just difficult to try both of them all at the same time. And you can mush your lips together when you spread it out on the lips. And then you just lick it off because you can consume this stuff easily. Or if you want to, if you don't want to lick it off, if you don't like the taste of it or something, you can always wash it off, but that was pretty good. Yeah, so this is a really nice nourishing thing you can do for your lips. Oh wow, I wish I looked good right now so I could show you guys the results of this because my lips feel really soft right now and really moisturized and nourished. So again, I don't know if it works for everybody, so do a little patch test, try it out on your lips. Obviously if you break out, then you might want to consult a doctor, but I think this is pretty standard if you're used to doing lip scrubs. I'll still put the recipe down below in case you've never done this before and you want to try it and you think it'd be cute and fun to gift to somebody. Yeah, I'm definitely going to leave this down below for you guys. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it though, guys. I hope everybody has an amazing day. If you want to gift this to somebody, this is a great present to give for birthdays, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, just because thing. This could be just a nice spa day activity to do. I think that that's always fun if you're doing a DIY spa day. I don't know, I think that that's really fun to do with your friends. It's super easy to just totally follow along, and again, I'll leave the directions and all the information and the recipe down below so you guys can check that out. Okay, I hope you'll have an amazing day, week, month, year, whenever you're watching this. It's fine. Take care, have a good one, bye.